Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. Masterpeace has returned to Master Duel. So let's take a look. True Draco, pure. The problem though is that recently and before, more months to go, is Konami already axed a couple of the good floodgates. Most of them 2-1 or banned. So I think this is fine-ish. You have Monarchs Erupt and lose one turn basically as your floodgates. While, you know, I think the ratios are almost perfect. I think one Masterpeace is more than enough. Because it feels awkward having more, right, in the hand. So one is fine, searchable. That's more than enough. Anyway, so for the deck, you saw that the deck was running Monarch cards. What is it? 3 Pantheism, 3 Stormfort, Monarchs Erupt, obviously, and 3 Domain. Domain might battle it out sometimes against your diagram, which is also again a card that went back to 3. But I think Domain is actually pretty clutch. Obviously, it's, you know, a target to discard for Pantheism or draws. I prefer this build over pure True Draco, how it was before with all of those floodgates, because they are banned or limited. Feels kind of random. And Apophis as well, basically an Omni negation depending on how many, continuous traps you have face up on field. So let's say against Standby they have Heavy Storm or Duster, you know, your Apophis can negate that. And here the Red Reboot prevented, what was it? I think the only card that I was able to activate was the Apocalypse, the trap. But Domain says no to the entire extra deck from your opponent if you control a Tribute Summon monster. Fantastic. And the reason why I prefer the Monarch engine as well is because of this. Stormfort. Like, as you know, like pure True Draco, heavy floodgates definitely struggles going second. But a card like Stormfort definitely helps out. Plus, Pantheism could force out hand traps, could force out Ash. While Pantheism can banish itself from the graveyard to still, imagine that Ash banished itself from the graveyard to still search another Pantheism or Stormfort. And here in this case, the Stormfort, that's perfect. It immediately deals with most of the boss monsters, most of them. Unless, of course, it's an Omni negation. So yeah, this is fine. I actually was the first deck that came to mind when seeing Masterpeace, because of the cross balance, was True Draco, True Draco featuring Zodiac. So True Draco Zodiac featuring Masterpeace. But in all honesty, in a format where Maxi is legal, nah. And Broad Bull is also not legal on Master Duel. So that's two things that I, if you're playing special summonable monsters, you're just playing into Maxi. You're just losing to Maxi, or giving at least a 1-for-1 for your opponent if they have Maxi. The only potential special summon that I have in the deck is Ankamufrit, or, the True Draco Trap That Reborns. Okay. But the fact that you're not running any special summonable monsters that makes their Maxis dead. So again, more advantages with your deck. Okay, so get out, what is a Dynamite Fighter, Ankamut, for another draw. I think they edged this? No, that was another duel, so perfect. Get another draw, immediately get it from the Pendulum Scale or extra deck. So my extra deck is empty, potentially for Monarchs Erupt or Domain. And again, this is fine. You have double Search plus Erupt, right? The Geki, okay. The thing is that we can still, and this is his mistake, it's not that crucial, but it's a mistake because now, eventually I can trigger both of the True Draco monsters, so Search or Trap, and this lets me Tribute Summon during their turn, and it's crucial for getting out Masterpeace, and it's crucial on its own to make Erupt live, right? So we see it Standby, and they're not winning this. I don't think they had an out, not sure. Fire is not able to drop itself. Well, you can drop it from the hand. What is it? If you control, well, you already used your normal summon, so you have to control a fire dragon, right? Yeah, I think so. A mediocre hand. So we see it's Labyrinth. This is a long one. What was it? Six turns? It definitely felt long, a long duel. So we Stormfort doesn't target. So as soon as they commit, what is it? Stovey. And the Chandelier, at least, Stovey reborns itself, so that's already a potential monster to be tributed. And this is fine. So we know, against Labyrinth, it's not a trap deck, so this could turn into a stall fest. But I have my preferred setup of both, at least both traps, and with Erupt set, this should be in my favor. Again, no monster effects on there, at least from their part, basically. And as you know, the true Draco Apocalypse, during damage step, you can halve the attack, pop something if you send the spells or traps. Monsters or spells and traps you can pop. And, it's basically now a slow grindish duel. So getting out both the, Ignis Heat and Dynamite Fight, that is the name, or those are the names. And again, this is fine. Sure, it triggers all of their stuff, but yeah, Warning Point doesn't really do that much, right? I get a couple of searches, so basically setting up for next turn if they have any outs to the board. But again, their big boss monsters are all negated. The fact that, every turn their small cards from the graveyard recur themselves, but it's fine though, because again, all of my true Draco cards, they will just trigger every time, at least once per turn. Chaos Angel, not important, will just be negated by Erupt, damage step, half the attack, so Chaos Angel normally not being able to be destroyed by battle, I think. Also Dark used, I think so. Rage, that's fine. Yeah, that was random. I definitely did not expect, hitting one of the Unchained traps. Rise of Full Height is banished from the graveyard, that's fine. Basically just another stall. A turn for them. So you draw Majesty, you draw Maiden, that's perfect. I mean, it again gets the ball rolling and eventually will search your Masterpeace to get Masterpeace on field as well. Keep in mind, Masterpeace will be unaffected by your opponent's card effects depending on which cards you tribute. So let's say, let me see, I think I'm going to tribute both spells, or at least a spell and a trap. For the tribute summon of Masterpeace, that makes it so that Masterpeace is unaffected by spells and traps. That's perfect. No droplet, no imperm. Sure, there are matchups where making it unaffected by monster effects could definitely help out as well. So it won't get a boost off of the field spell, off of Diagram. Diagram to 3, perfect. Sadly, no Terraforming, but 3 Diagram, 3 Doppling. Heavy stuff. So, slow grindish duel, and this should be my game. I mean, the fact that they gave me those couple of searches, sure, again, they're getting back those cards from their graveyard, but against a deck that starts snowballing quite fast, which is true Draco, put Masterpeace on top of that for a once per turn pop. Nah, I'm not going to lose this one. So perfect. They start. What was this deck? I think they break. Did they? Yeah, probably. But they were playing. Whatchamacallit. Yeah, that deck. It's a synchro deck. So an extra deck based deck. I mean, they say domain, so they basically scoop. No Duster, no Heavy Storm. Most of these duels, a lot of the duels went like this, like the last two, just put them out there. But if going first, like domain, floodgates, people just won't bother. And that's the thing with Apophis, the trap. Is it an Odeon card? Not so sure. But it's basically an Omni-negation, so no Duster, no Heavy Storm. Fantastic. So feel free to leave suggestions. I like the build a lot. Prefer this more over the more pure builds that we've been running before, especially now it's skill drain and so on. What is it at 1, and the other floodgates hit as well. So feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead signing out. Peace.